Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Zach, and this is a video for a $750 gaming PC rig build. That I promised, that I would do. I said I was going to do some more videos about builds and stuff, and this is the first one with a 750, 1000, and 1500, and try and do them, maybe once a month or whenever new stuff comes out and stuff like that. So this one I think is going to shock a lot of people about what you can actually get for 750, but I actually went over, so it's more like 766. Mostly because I couldn't help myself. So, and don't worry about the gameplay in the background. It's just Modern Warfare 3 because it's the only game that I could get running, and I was already playing it. So, just one of them deals. So, this is an Intel rig. You could use an AMD rig if you wanted to. And there's a lot of stuff you could switch over. So, I'm going to get on with the rig and give the AMD counterpart to it. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna have is an i5 4430, which is a Haswell. So it's a quad core at 3 gigahertz, but you can't overclock it, and that's one of the sacrifices that you have to make. With a $750 budget, is not being able to overclock unless you went with AMD. Since an i5, the 30 or whatever it is, 4670K, it's like 320 or 220. I mean, $230, and then, a decent board's $150 to $200 or more. So that would have taken up, 2/3 of the budget. So we're gonna, stick with this. It is a quad core though, and it's an i5, so it's gonna run smooth. It's still gonna be fast. True quad core. And the motherboard is going to be the ASRock H87M Pro 4, and it's a micro ATX board, and it's H87, so you can't overclock on it at all. As far as I know, unless you can overclock on the H series now. I'm not sure if you can. If you can, just let me know. But you used to not be able to whenever Sandy Bridge was out. You had to do it on a P board or a Z board. So. Unless when I don't know, you might not be able to, or you might be able to now, I don't know. But, it's like $88. So it got reviews, and it's a nice motherboard. It's got some nice features, and it's one of the other cuts that I had to take doing this was the, getting like a micro ATX board instead of a full-size ATX, trying to cut down cost. So, it's still got some decent features on it. For the case, it's going to be Silverstone Redline, and it's a Silverstone case, so it's going to be made good. And it's a smaller case. It's a micro ATX case, but there's should still be room in it for the video card and everything. Silverstone makes good stuff, good quality stuff, so we're to be a-okay with that. And then for the RAM, we're going to use 8 gig of 1600 G-Skill Sniper RAM. I looked at 1333, also let's see if I can shave off a few bucks. But 1333 and 1600 right now is about the same price. It might be $6 difference. So you might as well get that 1600 if you can. Since it's all the same price, close to it, to keep it nice and fast for a $750 rig. I would buy this rig, honestly. If I had $750, this one that I'm talking about right now, I would definitely buy it. So the hard drive is just going to be a 500 gig, so I had to make a cut on it. It's still 7200 RPMs, but it's only 500 gig, which is enough. You can put some decent games and download some stuff on there, so should be plenty of room. And there's always the availability to upgrade in the future if you wanted to get another one, that's bigger or something, or an external one. So there's storage is something that you really don't have to worry about. And as with $750 rigs, you can't really you know, put an SSD in them, it just isn't going to work. You're going to have to cut too many corners, and it's just not worth it to get an SSD. Alright, so for the power supply, I'm getting the NZXT Hell 82. It's a 550 watt power supply, I do believe. Yeah, it's 550 watt, and it's 80 plus bronze, and it's got the active PFC or whatever it is, you know, 12 volt rail, and they're good power supplies. So, you know, I kind of spent a little bit more money on the power supply, because if you don't have a good power supply, you're not going to get good clean power, and then your part's going to just get wrecked. And if you're going to spend $750 on something, you might as well make sure that it's going to last, and that you're going to get good clean power to it, and it's not going to fry it. And then the last part is going to be the EVGA GTX 760, and I made some cuts and everything just so that I could get an i5, 8 gig of RAM, a good power supply, and a 760. And this is a very well-rounded machine in my mind. You know, you got quad core, and you got the power of the 760 is 2 gig, outperforms a 660 or 660 Ti. So I mean, it's a performer. This is going to be a really beast machine, especially for 1920 gaming. So, you know, so you might not be able, you ain't gonna max out Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4 or Crysis 3 or Metro or anything you're gonna max them out, but you can play them at pretty decent settings, you know, on a 1080p resolution. And again, a rig like this is more built for, say, like an MMO player. And for the AMD counterparts, since I've only got 20 seconds left, I would recommend the 6300, the FX 6300, instead of the i5, and just spending a little bit extra money that you have left over on a really nice motherboard so you can overclock and get a decent cooler. So, I hope this video helps out. Peace out, guys. Later.